What's up everybody, Anime X here, and in this video I will be explaining why people downplay Hokage Naruto's power, and why he definitely would stop Kaguya in a versus battle. If this is the type of content that interests you, consider subscribing and hitting the bell to be alerted to all of my videos, and if you want to interact with me on a more personal level, or just get to see more of my content on a daily basis, links to my social media will be down below so that you can do that. And so, without further ado, let's get started. Now, a quick disclaimer for you guys, before I get comments saying that Kaguya can't die and she has to be sealed in order to be dealt with, in this video I'm going to explain why Naruto is more powerful than her, and I'm just going to assume that just like with Momoshiki, that with enough powerful, Naruto can kill her on his own, and so let's hop right into the video. So for all of you that haven't seen my previous videos with Kaguya, I'm going to quickly go over her scaling. So, when scaling Kaguya, her greatest attack potency feat come from when she almost obliterate her entire dimension, time-space, which is stated and shown to have multiple stars in them. This may be controversial to many of you that haven't heard me speak about her scaling before, because I scale her to star level bare minimum, but I scale her usually to solar system level. This is due to her being able to completely obliterate her dimension with multiple stars, in which would equate to solar system level forces if you take the radius or the circumference from Earth to the sun, and you just make a circle around that. That would take solar system levels of forces if you're assuming that it's completely obliterating. Even if you were to lowball her dimension size and say it only had a moon and a sun in the distance, it would still take anywhere from large star level to solar system level of forces, and this is lowballing her power. Now, I just wanted to quickly scale her because I've already done this in videos, and I've scaled her more in depth in those, which will be linked up top and in the right hand corner, and will be linked down below. And I may just make a video scaling her power, since many people say that she's weaker than I actually scale her to be. Just let me know if you guys would want that. So, one of the main reasons that I conclude that Naruto would stomp Kaguya in a fight comes from his fight against Toneri, in which he beats him without the use of 6-pass Sage mode, and actually almost one-shots him completely. This is relevant because Toneri was stated to have a chakra relative to Kaguya's, which would mean that Naruto could now take on threats on the level of Kaguya without 6-pass Sage mode, and almost completely one-shot the same threat. If you want to refute this for some reason, like saying that Toneri wouldn't have relative chakra, and this is a dumb statement, one, this isn't contradicted in the series, which would invalidate your point, but let's just say you were right for a second. It would make sense in the lore of the series that a fellow Otsutski that was actually meant to clean up the mess of Kaguya, they would have to be at least relative in terms of power if they're going to beat up someone that Kaguya couldn't. If you want to make the argument that relative doesn't mean equal, it is correct. Toneri could possibly be weaker than Kaguya, but the difference in power would likely be less than the massive increase in power that Naruto gets from using 6-pass Sage mode, and probably wouldn't be the same difference between one-shotting someone. But even if all this doesn't somehow convince you, there's an even more impressive feat and statement that would put him far beyond the level of Kaguya. So, in Boruto, Sasuke travels to Kaguya's dimension to find out about a threat that would be greater than Kaguya. This is very important by itself because it sets up Momoshiki and Kinshiki to be more powerful than Kaguya, already through Sasuke's words himself. After finding this out and fighting Kinshiki, he's confident that Kinshiki alone is a threat that he knew about, which means that Kinshiki alone in power at least rivals or possibly even surpasses Kaguya, since Sasuke beats Kinshiki. And since Sasuke beats Kinshiki, this means that Sasuke is relative to that power. And if you've seen my Naruto vs Sasuke video, you know that I scale Naruto to be stronger than Sasuke. If even after this you aren't convinced, Momoshiki and Kinshiki fuse, which would make him leagues above Kaguya's power due to him being arguably stronger than her without their power fused. Now, while both Sasuke and Naruto fight to fuse Momoshiki, Naruto and Sasuke would be at around 50% of their full power, with Naruto being tortured and drained of his chakra, which would make him fatigued and battle damage, basically. And Sasuke would be around at 66% of his power, because he used his Rinnegan ability to teleport him and the other Kage. This, on top of them not being able to use their jutsu, because they'd be absorbed, makes it a fight where neither of them could fight anywhere near their full capacity against someone that would be 2 times as strong as Kaguya. It also makes sense narratively that they would be stronger than Kaguya, because they both knew that Toneri and Kaguya had been defeated by the people on this planet, and yet they still went to Earth confidently, which means that they knew that if the Earthlings could barely beat Kaguya, then they would be able to completely dominate them. The only problem was that Naruto and Sasuke got way stronger over the years and were able to clearly surpass Kaguya individually. So the basic conclusion to this video is that Kaguya is weaker than Naruto when he's Hokage, due to many things, and it basically boils down to Naruto beats characters that would either rival Kage's power or completely surpass it. And I hope that you came to the same conclusion. But if you came into this video skeptical, I hope that you came out understanding my premise and my explanation of why Naruto, at least when he becomes Hokage, stomps Kaguya. And if you do disagree, make sure to comment down below and talk about why, so we can maybe start a debate. As always, I would like to thank everyone that made it to this very end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you enjoy my content in general, consider subscribing and hitting the bell to be alerted to all of my videos. Links to where you'll be able to interact with me more and maybe get to interact with my channel more are down below. And this is where you'll be able to interact with me. You know, those will be my social media, and you'll be able to debate me in my Discord down there, because that's linked down there as well. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and as always, this is Anime X, signing off.